As if the people of New York didn't have enough problems, scattered reports of Hydra activity are coming in from across the 5 boroughs. We'll head to the highest concentration first, and take it from there. Hydra forces in this area are causing trouble. Let's take them down.
They do not stand a chance. I am impressed.
Now let that be a lesson.
It's about time!
They cannot possibly match your strength.
Yep! Yours, right?
Leave some for the rest of us.
Get yours. As ordered.
I'm so tired of stitching up this suit! Fish in a barrel. They're the fish, we're the barrel. Wait, does that sound right?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
Be my victim.
For you!
With a mouth like that, I suppose you need some talent just to survive.
Right in the moneymaker!
Hell,
We will not fail! Arm beta moving into position.
I'm feeling pretty good about this. Bad luck for you, Brendo! Stacking them deep today!
even for Hydra.
Gonna get you! Mama said knock you out!
We've done it. Excellent work.
Why is it that for every one of these sites we take out, it seems like 2 more appear in their place?
Patience. Hydra certainly lives up to their name.
I've hunted an actual Hydra. That was easier.
Easier than this. I live up to my name, too. Hell of a price Crossbones put on your head, Runt. Too bad he never said it had to stay attached to your body. Well, too bad for you.
Big words for a dead man. You got one thing right today, Sabretooth. Heads are definitely about to roll.
Oh, look. Another mangy stray.
You smell wrong.
Compared to him,
Good point.
Now I get to kill 2 runts with 1 claw. Maybe I should be paying Hydra.
Take that animal down before he can hurt anyone else.
Who you calling an animal, lady?
Check your ears, Creed. She didn't stutter. Stay down.
Nobody makes me bleed.
you had my complete confidence.
You're lucky I ain't taking trophies.
They are hoping to wear me down. This one has the stink of death on him. A past filled with the suffering of innocent victims.
I've got all the heals I need.
Looks like he could use it.
You call this a wound?
I knew we could do it.
We're almost done here.
So is he some sort of werewolf?
Not looking good for I've got a reputation to protect. Cute trick. Kiss it goodbye. You scared yet? Too easy. They die.
Looks like you got me, Runt. Go ahead. Make it quick.
What the hell are you doing?
Not much of a hunter, are you? You'd fit right in with Logan and the rest of Xavier's housebroken little pets. Now hold still, pup. This is gonna hurt.
Nifty trick. Don't think he was expecting that thing around your neck to bite back.
Can he heal from that too?
Don't know. But I'm gonna make sure he doesn't.
Yeah. Nice to meet you too.
Can't heal. Have to keep going.
You'll do.
It sounds like you had some unexpected visitors out there.
Those two beasts came out of nowhere. Who were they?
Victor Creed and James Logan Howlett. But I'm sure they'd prefer to go by their current aliases.
Sabretooth and Wolverine. Those two have been at each other's throats for decades.
Wolverine? Then he is a werewolf? Huh. I did not sense that from either of them.
Because they are mutants. Like me.
You are... like them?
I will not be howling at the moon anytime soon, Hunter. It affects us all in different ways.
There are some things you'll need to become familiar with in our post-atomic world, Hunter. Mutants being a big part of that.
A blessing or a curse in the blood, depending on who you ask. I can explain further if you must know.
In the meantime, I need to look into what's happening in New York. Wolverine is an honorable man, if a bit rough around the edges. Sabretooth, on the other hand, is a homicidal maniac. The fact that he's got his sights set on you is definitely not good news.
Wait, you know Logan?
Who do you think first told me about you? You'd be surprised how many people have found their way into these woods over the years, and once they do, they tend to find a way back. I doubt this is the last we have seen of either of them.
Wonderful.
Logan and I are not exactly best friends or anything. He's more my brother Piotr's friend. Like I said earlier, we're all mutants. Not to freak you out or anything.
Rest easy. I will not freak out because you do not seem like a threat.
That's because you haven't seen me on a bad day.
So you and these other mutants, you all know each other from Russia?
Hardly. We're all part of the X-Men. I mean, not currently. But I guess once you're an X-Man, you're always an X-Man.
Just like a midnight sun.
I guess so.
And this Sabretooth, he is a mutant. Does that make him an X-Man as well?
Definitely not an X-Man. He and Wolverine go way back. Who knows what their feud was originally about? I doubt they can remember either.
He has been tracking us for a bit. He was the presence I sensed at the docks.
Are you sure it was him and not something else?
Mark my words. The next time we meet, I will finish him.
Normally, I'd tell you no way, but I've seen your moves. If anyone can handle Sabretooth, it's you.
Thank you for explaining this to me. It seems I have a lot to learn.
Of course, mutant society is small, but super complicated. But all you need to know is that Sabretooth sucks.
Having Sabretooth wrapped up in all of this is another headache we don't need. I can only hope Logan handles him swiftly, before he causes too much trouble.
How much do you trust this Logan person?
Quite a bit, actually. He's a bit prickly, but he's dependable.
I have too much else to worry about right now. I do not have much patience for difficult personalities. Stark and Strange bickering are as much as I can tolerate.
Well, Logan isn't here, is he? He's out there, in the world, still tracking Sabretooth. If we're lucky, he'll put Sabretooth away for good, and that'll be the last we hear of it.
And if we are not lucky?
Then there will be a lot more dead bodies in our future.
I suppose there is nothing more to do but wait. I have a feeling we will be seeing more of Logan and Sabretooth.
Oh, I'd count on it.
Heading to shop class. You in?
I am ready.
Right on. Wait, what's Tony doing here?
It's interesting how you solved the heat problem.
Is that a good interesting or a bad interesting?
Neither. It's just not what I would have done.
Right. Okay, before you ask, Tony kinda showed up and started talking.
When is the last time Tony Stark was booted from a club? It could be today.
As funny as that would be to record and post to Superlink, I'd rather recruit him than boot him. I don't know how to talk to rich people. Would you mind?
All right.
Thanks, Hunter.
What did Parker say?
Tony just showed up.
Oh, this is getting weirder and weirder.
Good weird or bad weird?
I mean, he's Tony Stark. Confirmed super genius? Why would he want to slum it with us?
Let me talk to Tony.
I'll follow your lead.
Hey, boss. Fancy meeting you here. I didn't picture you for the technical type. Wait, no, I'm seeing it. You're someone who's always appreciated horsepower.
What brings you here, Tony?
I couldn't sleep. Saw Parker slip off with a backpack full of gadgets. I was tired and bored, so I followed him here. You know, the only time I've seen the Hell Ride is when it's on fire. You think Robbie will let me poke around under the hood?
Popping the hood is how it eats people.
We're safe. I'm canned beef, you're 17th century jerky, and Parker's full of, spider meat.
Shop class is open to you.
Well, that's nice, boss, but I don't plan to stay if I'm not welcome. Look, this isn't my thing, and I don't want to make it my thing. I'll stick around as long as Robbie and Parker are cool with it.
All right. We should ask them.
The two of you heard me, right?
Yeah, sure did.
So, what do you think? I'll be completely invisible.
Like Sue Storm?
Like a slightly taller Sue Storm.
Yeah, we're happy to have you. I mean, as long as the shop doesn't become a Stark subsidiary, I'm good.
Scout's honor.
Then welcome to shop class, Tony.
All right. You kids do your thing.
That was easy. Almost too easy. Am I being paranoid?
He has a place here as long as his actions match his words.
Good idea. And it's probably fine. As long as he doesn't alphabetize the component drawer, we're okay. But you came here to help finish this project. Go on. Parker can run you through it. We have no big threats on the horizon, so today we're going to retool some of our gear.
No big threats? What about Lilith?
Shop class deals with known quantities. Lilith alters fundamental scientific principles just by existing. She's way out of our league. Besides, we have a ton of ideas in the backlog for these personal prototypes. It all depends on the components at hand. You already gave me the components. Those will come in handy. You ready to put this one to bed?
I am ready.
No comment. But that's some good work.
You ready to leave?
I am ready to go.
So, Tony, did you have any thoughts on the project?
Who, me? I'm contributing now?
We, just wanted to know what you think.
The Hunter has more options against the Fallen. I think shop class has already proved its worth.
Really? You think?
That's my observation.
Tony Stark is looking over our shoulders. How cool is this, Robbie?
It's extremely cool.
Well, Tony Stark is extremely cool. You heard it here first.
Blade? What is it?
Caught a scent around the Abbey that doesn't belong. It's faint, not enough for anyone else to notice, but it hit me again tonight. How's that dog of yours when it comes to tracking? You two up for a little hunt?
I'm sure Charlie could help. And I might be useful too.
After you. You sure that dog knows where she's going?
No, but I trust her instincts.
At least you're honest.
Charlie will be the first to let us know if she cannot find the way.
You two have a lot of conversations?
I can tell you never had a dog before, Blade.
Never got the chance as a kid. Too risky these days in my line of work.
Maybe you just need to find the right dog.
Haven't found a breed yet the vamps won't eat out of spite.
Oh, I see what you mean. That looked like...
some kind of jacked up shadow hound. If I didn't know any better, I'd say we just found the bar guest. But it can't be.
The what?
The bar guest. Legendary demon dog of the old country. Kind of thing you'd hear stories about around the campfire.
A shadow hound could easily be mistaken for a spirit, but how would it have gotten here?
Good question, but we're not gonna find the answer tonight. Let's head back before Caretaker locks the doors on us. I'm no expert, but that's not our usual portal. Looks like magic's, but I don't know. Red? Damn, that thing is shifty. Looked like it knew we were coming, too. We should head back. Don't want Caretaker to come looking for us. You coming?
I have seen Caretaker mad.
Me too. We better hurry.
My childhood was terrible, Hunter. Tell me something good about yours.
Well, I enjoyed exploring the grounds around the Abbey, chasing animals and getting into sword fights with small trees.
Sometimes I wish I could go back in time. I may have been a sickly child, but life seemed simpler.
I guarantee those memories are better than the actual experience. That is what makes memories worth treasuring.
I suppose you're right. Maybe someday I will look back on this period with longing.
Naturally. This is when you met me.
I don't think even my memories of you can compete with the real thing.
Doctor, do you ever think about having kids yourself?
Intriguing. I don't even know if I'm capable of such a thing anymore. But if I was, I would want to ensure that my spawn were not afflicted with my condition. What about you?
I would love to have kids and raise them to be strong, capable, and fight for what is right.
What's stopping you?
The ever-looming threat to our existence.
Ah. Yes, okay. Sounds like an excuse to me.
Hunter, if you're receiving this message, please come to the central console as soon as possible.
That is odd. Dr. Banner, you have reemerged.
I'm sorry, Hunter. Probably not the best impression of me. But now I'm back.
And we are happy to have you back, Doctor. We were worried for a brief moment.
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine. Doing better than our comm system was. I was knocked offline by a spike in gamma radiation that tore through the electromagnetic spectrum. Bad day to be a Manhattan cell phone tower. But don't worry, I've isolated the problem here. No more blackouts, I promise. But I am concerned about the other ripple effects this gamma radiation could have caused. That's why I would like to scan you and see if the shifts in energy have affected you.
Anything, if you think it will help your research.
Immensely. It's quite possible it can give us a clue on how to counter this gamma shift. Just stand very still. You shouldn't feel a thing. And we're done. Once I analyze this scan, we'll all be much wiser. Thank you, Hunter.
So you're throwing in with the kids, huh? I feel so... how do I put this? Like a consolation prize.
I don't have to choose. We're all on the same side, right? We're all against Lilith.
I don't know. Ileana, are we all on the same side here?
TBD. But if you're with the Avengers, you're out of Nico's movie nights.
Nobody told me becoming a superhero would be like high school all over again.
I have something for you.
5 snarky articles about why New York pizza is better than Chicago deep dish?
Components for shop class.
That's nearly as interesting.
Look at that map. We've got emergencies all over the globe.
Hydra is staying true to its multi-headed namesake. They are currently active in New York, Paris, Moscow, Singapore, Los Angeles. The list keeps growing.
They caught us off guard. We'll put them back in check.
With what, Tony? Avenger forces are spread thin as it is.
Temporarily. We're back in contact with Banner, and we still have the tower.
And that's supposed to make us feel better? We thought we had the Sanctum until we didn't.
Well, I'm sorry, Stephen, but your overrated metaphysical library is not my state-of-the-art militarized tower. It will hold.
Hold what? Your ego? You'll need a taller tower.
Oh, coming from the man who literally calls himself Supreme.
Are you two finished yet?
Every second we waste arguing, Hydra takes another bite out of our ass.
Fine. Then let's stop arguing and take a bite out of their ass. Yeah, let's just stop arguing.
If Lilith doesn't kill me, this bickering sure will.
That was quite a heated discussion between you, Caretaker, and the Doctor.
What can I say? I will always fight to keep the faith. Hydra may be on the rise, but they will never rise above the tower.
I hope you are right, but I am not sure Lilith is intimidated by much in the modern world.
Then we'll just have to show her. We're the new hotness, and she's messing with the wrong people. At least I'm back in contact with Banner. That's a relief. I wasn't so worried about the tower as I was about his mental health. And if he's holding up, so will the rest of us.
I suppose you're wondering about that argument. I had hoped we could all conduct ourselves in a calm, professional manner. Unfortunately, Tony really gets under my skin sometimes.
I could see that.
I mean, the nerve of him to say that the Sanctum is inferior to Titanium Tower of Tony. Can you believe it?
The ancient evil we fight is not intimidated by modern technology. Our only hope is the magic you have in the Sanctum. Getting it back is key to our success.
Yes, I'm glad you see the light on this. I knew you would appreciate the Sanctum. We need to have it back.
How bad is your disagreement with Tony? Is it going to cause problems for the rest of us?
Don't worry, Tony and I may argue, but when it comes to stopping Lilith, we are in total agreement on the end goal, even if we disagree on the way to achieve it. Sometimes Tony and I do actually act like grown-ups. Well, at least I do.
Is this what you wanted to show me? A mushroom?
Fascinating, isn't it? Some of the rarest species of flora I've ever seen. Carol says there are mushrooms growing in these woods that were thought extinct decades ago. And that tree over there? I'm pretty sure it just winked at me.
I did not realize you were so interested in nature, Tony.
Oh, I'm not. I have terrible allergies. I'm just petrified to be inside.
Tony.
I know. I'm sure it will be all fine in the end. I mean, look at us. First time I laid eyes on you, I assumed you were gonna swallow my soul. And now here we are, two friends enjoying a moment.
Tony, I cannot believe I am saying this. The first time I saw a Dread Maiden, I screamed in terror.
Really? I would not have guessed that. How did you overcome said terror?
I beheaded it.
Oh, of course. I'm sure there's a lesson there that will haunt me in my dreams tonight. Well, I suppose it's time to get back to the old Abbey before Caretaker sicks the hounds of hell on us. Well, hound.
Are you sure? I could stay outside longer if...
No, I'm good. Better, in fact. Owe you one. Besides, that tree I mentioned that winked at me before, I think it just took a few steps closer.